What's up guys, Simply Coco here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build here in The Sims 4. So today, as you can tell by the title, we are building a tiny home for a young witch. When I say a young witch, I just mean someone who is like a sim that is a young adult or even a teen maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, just a young witch. Think along the lines of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but she doesn't have to be a teenager. I don't know. Maybe she could be a teenager and her parents passed away somehow and she had to come and get this house in Glimmerbrook to live in, and she's still figuring out her powers, needs to go to school and all that kind of stuff. Anywho, yeah, that's what we're building today. So it is a tiny home by the game standards. Excuse me. And it's a tier 2 tiny home, which is a tiny house. And I think it comes out to 60 tiles. I'm not 100% sure. 50, yeah. It comes out to 56 tiles. It's 2 stories. And we fit a good bit of things in here. I like the floor plan. I mean, the whole second floor is completely open. It's her bedroom and her like magic room where she practices her magic and all of that. And then the bottom floor has a bathroom, a small living space, and a kitchen. But yeah, I was watching, I think Lil Simsy. Yeah, Lil Simsy's video today, the day I'm recording this anyway. She built a micro home for 8 Sims. So I was like, hey, I haven't done a tiny home in quite some time, so let's build one. And I built this one, and then immediately after I started another one. So I'm kind of on a tiny home kick right now. The one I'm working on now, not this one, but the second one I started building is actually going to be a part of my haunted forest builds. I'm turning Granite Falls into a haunted forest for Halloween. So hopefully that's if I can get all of those videos done before Halloween, because I don't have too much longer and I'm only on the second lot out of 6, I believe. So still have 4 lots to do, but they should be pretty easy because it's just going to be a lot of trees and stuff. But I want to give each lot like a theme. Like the first lot was the campsite or the summer camp. The next lot I'm working on is a house. The next lot is going to be like an abandoned portion of the summer camp. And then I want another lot to have like animals on it, maybe like a bear cave. It wouldn't actually, we don't have bears in the game, but I can build a cave. And then another lot can have like a creek on it or like a bayou or some sort of water source or whatever you want, however you would say that. I just want to give all of them a different, each lot in Granite Falls a different theme, and then it all comes together to be a haunted forest. But that has nothing to do with this video. This video kind of fits in the October Halloween spooky vibes as well. It is for a witch, or in this case a spellcaster, because that's what they're called in The Sims 4. Yeah, so working on landscaping right now. I do use these like stone or rock dividers to divide just this section of the garden. I don't know why I did that. Because in the rest of the garden, I just used base game rocks. But this one was oddly placed. So I just kind of surrounded it with the border. But since I used Journey to Bat 2 on the exterior, I did use like some Journey to Bat 2 like clutter on the interior. Because I was like, well, if I'm going to use one object from Bat 2, might as well use whatever I want from Bat 2. But yeah, if you don't have Journey to Bat 2, then you can definitely still download this lot. It's just you won't have that bordering. You won't have whatever clutter objects I use. No big deal. And then you can just add rocks to the one that I put the border around. But working on adding some trees, because this is a 30 by 20 lot, but the house is fairly small. the driveway and walk areas and the landscaping areas are bigger than the actual like surface area of the house, but it is what it is. We're here. We do need smaller lots. I feel like after Tiny Living came out, they should have either A, started giving us more like 20 by 15 lots in other packs. Like in every pack that followed Tiny Living, they should have given us more 20 by 15s or some lots that are even smaller than that. Or after Tiny Living came out, they should have given us the ability to make our lots as big as we want. Like you could, like, let's say by default, you open the game and by default, this lot was a 30 by 20. But then within the game, once you load it into the lot, you could then like, basically how we can choose the lot type and we can choose the lot traits and the lot challenges and stuff. They should add another drop down menu to where we can change the ratio of the lot. So if this starts as a 30 by 20, you can also make it anything smaller than that. Maybe not bigger than that, but anything smaller than that. And it just changes within the ratio of what is already there. That's a really good idea, and that's something I would like to see in Sims 5. Thank you. I should do a video on that, like things I want to see in Sims 5. So yeah, I think I may do that. So leave a comment down below and let me know what things you want to see in The Sims 5, and I'll include them in that video. And I'm also going to post something over on Twitter. So if you want to just wait for my tweet and post a comment under the tweet, I'll include your comment in that video. But I'm going to do that because that's something I would love to see in The Sims 5, actually. Even if it's not in the way I just described, even if they just do it to where, you know, it's literally like how The Sims 2 was. I think it was The Sims 2. Maybe you could do it in The Sims 3 as well, where you can like actually place your own lot. Like in Sims 5, if they're going to give us 3 base game worlds and they kind of do it like they did with The Sims 4, where one of the base game worlds is completely empty, then that empty world shouldn't have like any lots anywhere, and we can just place them. We can just place lots wherever we want them placed. That would be cool. I'm just realizing this voiceover is almost 20. Like this video is almost 20 something, almost 24 minutes long. And considering this is a tiny house, this build really did not need to take me this long. I don't know why it did. I think it's because whenever we get upstairs, I didn't really know what I was going to be, I didn't really know how I was going to lay it out. And a lot of things changed. Like even what I'm doing right now ends up changing. And then ultimately the exterior did take me quite some time because I wasn't sure what flowers I wanted for the landscaping, and I struggled finding windows for a very long time. I actually cut out a huge chunk of just me trying to find windows and doors. At this current moment, I don't have a refrigerator in here, and I'm going to furnish the rest of the house. Maybe not the upstairs, but I'm going to furnish a lot of the house without realizing that there's no fridge. So but I do go back and put one. I end up putting one from Cottage Living. So this house won't have a stove, but it will have the little toaster oven thing that came with Dream Home Decorator. Because I didn't want this to look too like traditional or too ornate or too gothic or too vampire-ish or anything like that. I wanted it to be very clean, not modern, but very clean, very like new stuff. Like she's a young girl. She brought in new furniture and all that kind of stuff. Nothing in here is necessarily, you know, traditional style furniture or anything. But I do still try to pull in some things from Realm of Magic, obviously, because she is a spellcaster. She lives alone. Her bedroom's gonna have a single bed. She probably doesn't have a lot of friends, at least yet. And the friends she does have probably are mortal or muggles, whatever you want to call them in The Sims. Human, they're non-spellcasters, they're regular Sims. And they probably can't come to her house because then they'll see all of her spellcaster shit. Excuse me for cussing, but I don't know why I apologize for, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's the S word. And I feel like a lot of times you can't say the S word. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know how I ended up making this video so long, because usually, like, even with the footage, there was 3 hours of footage, and I was so confused by that because it usually takes me no time to build tiny homes. Like, it usually takes me the same amount of time to do tiny homes as it does apartments. And with apartment renovations take me at max an hour and a half, and that's on a slow day in an apartment. Like, apartment renovations I fly through. So like, tiny homes are basically apartment renovations. You just have to, in terms of how long it takes me, but I just have to build the actual exterior. But for whatever reason, this exterior took a little bit longer. I don't know how though. I mean, I know how, but I cut out a lot of footage. I don't know. Even now, like, I've like, for this to be such a small space, why are we still in the living area? Like, what was I doing? Anyway, this is the bathroom. It's kind of a weird, funky shape, but it ended up working out really nice. And I like that I used only sconces in here instead of an overhead light. I like the lighting in here. It's like themed. I like it a lot. I really should have done that throughout the whole house. I think that would have been pretty in a way. But yeah, so this bathroom should be functional. I know the sink is close to the tub, but I think the side of the tub that needs to be free is the side with the faucets. And as long as that side's free, I'm pretty sure they can get into the tub, no problem. Yeah, and then this is me realizing I don't have windows anywhere on the rest of the house besides the front. So I'm just trying to add some windows to the rest of the house. And then we're finally upstairs, and there's still plenty of the video left. Maybe I think I accidentally added footage that's not supposed to be in here. So I'm going to have to watch for that. Because yeah, there's no reason to, oh yeah, I'm looking at it now. I accidentally added the first clip to my next build on the end of this. So that's why it's that long. So it won't actually be that long. It'll be just under or just over 15 minutes if I'm timing it correctly. But yeah, we're finally upstairs. So just rearranging, not really knowing what I'm going to do. These are just like shelving units that came with Realm of Magic because she would need her magic stuff. And then I went ahead and used the Realm of Magic desk, even though it's very, stylized. But I like that it has that like glowing bit at the top. So I wanted to go ahead and use that. I don't give her a computer though on the desk. I put her a laptop downstairs on her little dining room table. That way I can use the desk as kind of like a work area where she would practice spells and write down spells, and she can sit there and study new spells. So I'll put a bunch of different books and stuff, and a little notepad as well that she would write on. And then this is her cauldron. Hopefully the cauldron is functional because the footprint of the cauldron is pretty big actually. But I have it tucked into a corner so that it fits. But I do have the arrows pointed out towards the room, so hopefully your Sims can use it. I don't know if they need access to all sides of the cauldron in order for it to work. If they do, then this technically won't be functional, but you could just quickly hop into build mode and maybe place it outside in the front yard or something, and she can use it, or whatever Sim you have here can use it. Excuse me. And then I'm cluttering up these shelves. I do a few potions and a few books, and then I add like art and plants and stuff because she still is a young girl. She wouldn't just only be about practicing spells and stuff. She would have, other decorations and stuff. I did give her a wand, so that's sitting on her desk. And then I did give her a familiar, which is a raven. And then I forgot that I had put a chimney on this house. So I did give her a wood burner in her room. Hopefully nothing catches on fire because it is pretty close to everything. It's placed pretty randomly, but it is what it is. It's there. And then I give her a little chair from Tiny Living so that she could sit there in front of the fire if she wanted to. That's me just trying to make sure the curtain isn't clipping into the desk. adding some plants and stuff. Add these outside. I'm gonna add a trash can, I believe, off camera. I'm gonna add the mailbox off camera. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. And the screenshots should be starting to roll as soon as I get done placing this dresser, because I realized she didn't have anywhere to change clothes. So I got rid of some of the windows and put this dresser. I think this is from Parenthood. I just like that it was kind of worn out, but kind of girly as well. So yeah, then just put some clutter up there. And yeah, the screen. Oh, and I do a more full-length mirror for her, but other than that, just gonna put some artwork and stuff around, and that is it. Oh, what I'm about to put up is, I imagine that's like maybe her family crest or something. Like maybe her whole family was spellcasters. But anyway, guys, the screenshots are definitely rolling. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will always respond to your comments. Please hit that notification bell to know when I post my next video, exactly when I post it. I don't know. I just messed up my outro. Anyway, bye guys.